All right, so we're working on a double underpass with a finish into a paper cutter choke. So some basic entries into your double under. A lot of times you can bring them up and settle into the starting point. For me, I'm smaller. I pummel and I hand fight a good bit. So if people are sitting upright and we're here and we're hand fighting, I may turn the hands down as I'm working myself closer, just to drop my hands to the inside and use my knees to spread them apart. So in here, and then drop. But I want to collect, and I want to shuffle them on my knees just a little bit. So I want to start building up on my grips. So for shorter arm people like me, I can't just reach up and grab into the collar, but I'll open and get the best grip I can for the time being. As I'm applying pressure forward, the opposite hand is going to come to the pants or to the gi. And I want to emphasize, you really want to kind of keep pulling up on this through the whole thing. You don't want to just hold it. So as I bring my pressure forward and start pulling up on the pants, I start working my grip down, and I want to get as deep as I can, to the point where I lay my blade across the side of his neck to set ourselves up for a choke. So pressure's in, I start driving into him, I feed it in, I lay my blade. Now, as I'm driving pressure into him, I want to keep my weight over the top of her center line. I don't want to bring my weight off of him and look backwards. I want him to bring his own leg off of me. If it's a pressure pass, he should feel some pressure. I'm lifting in the pants the whole time. Sorry. Pressure, pressure, pressure. And I'm lifting. And at this point, he wants to get his leg off, so he'll start to move it across my face the best he can. I keep lifting in the pants as I control the whole time and use my chest to move him over. So as he starts to fall over, you'll see this big opening right here. My hand works underneath and make sure I drop my shoulder in to collect, settle, and finish my paper cutter. So sometimes we wind up in the same spot. He's shelved. As we start to build up our grips, he starts posting in our hip, the side we're trying to come to. Especially long arm people, it's really annoying. And as they're working their shoulders back. As we're lifting and trying to come around, it gets really annoying. So the hand that's on this side, that's on the collar, we're gonna make a secret and post it down real hard as I'm gonna move my hips to the other side. And when I do, I wanna punch my right arm through the other side. Here, and pass. All right. So we enter into our double underpass, whether it be from here, dropping, pulling them up. Same thing applies. Create a little slack, getting the grip. I'm real heavy into the pants. I start stacking. I drive around, and his hand is in my hip, and it's really, really bugging me. Well, to the point to where I want this guy's back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring my hips to the other side of him over here, use this pants grip, I'm going to drive him over the shoulder. Now, but when I do that, I don't just throw him so he rolls through and recovers butterfly. As I hear and then drive him over, I guide him with the pants and then collect forward back. Same thing. Trying to come, the hip's not happening. I drive him and punch him, guide. Catch.